Welcome to the Host with Confidence podcast. I'm Becky Guzak, here to empower the hesitant host to entertain with confidence and ease. I'll be sharing stories, strategies, and inspiration on how to take out the stress and boost up the joy of welcoming guests into your home. Okay, let's get started. Welcome. Today, I connect with my friend Linda Schiller. Linda's always loved going to parties, but actually hosting one herself can feel a bit overwhelming. Even so, she recently decided to take a leap, and as you'll hear, it was worth the effort. Let's dive in.
I am a reluctant host. I don't entertain very much, and I feel like it's been something I've wanted to do more because I've enjoyed going to other people's parties and being in more social situations and value community. So I call myself a reluctant host because I don't really do it for myself very often. Let's just put it that way.
Right. And you are the life of the party when you show up. So I would just assume that you would be comfortable throwing your own party. You've told me over the years that no, that's not true. If you could have people over for dinner or go to a friend's house or do both, which you prefer?
I would love to go to someone else's house.
Uh-huh. Is it just with friends or family too?
We always have a big Christmas at our house. We used to have birthday parties. It seems like when we did entertain, we always entertained for 13 or 14 people. And that seemed overwhelming to us because
Right.
it's a lot of cooking.
And you've never started off slow. You just went 0 to 13 people.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, recently you just really knocked it out of the park and you went big. You didn't just do 13. How many people did you just have over at your big party?
About 55.
Wow. And it was so fun as a guest. How did this all start?
Well, first off, Becky, I've been listening to your podcast and you've been challenging me personally to have a party. And that's why I've been kind of thinking about it. And I feel like I'm in debt to a lot of people because I go to so many parties and I'm reluctant to have these parties in return because the parties that I've gone to are so nice, so generous, and they're so beautiful, and everything seems so easy for them. And then when I think of doing myself, that seems hard. And I also feel indebted to these people and I want to reciprocate, but then it becomes slightly overwhelming. How do you do all the things that they've done and pull it off so easily, make them feel special? I have a lot of people and a lot of ideas of how I wanted to have a party, what I could do with one group versus another group. My work friends, if I could have them over, or my these friends, yeah, all these different types of people that I wanted to have a party for. But then when I started thinking about my birthday, I thought, okay, well, I should just throw them all together and just get it over with all at once.
Well, you sure did. You were brave.
I had help. In the past, I've had another large party for an anniversary party, and that was also kind of overwhelming. And so it's been about 20 years since we've had a big party.
Still recovering.
It was very overwhelming to have so many people at a party, but I think it might be easier because then you get all the assistance that you need. We catered. We found somebody to come and just do the dinner. We had paella for dinner. The people gave us all these ideas, like to have music. And so we went all out and figured out these small things we could do. But I felt like it was still a homey party because it was in my backyard, in my driveway.
Being a guest, it felt wonderful.
Really?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Trees all over. And you had chairs set up. Yeah, they were at a slant, but it was all about, you had all these opportunities for people to gather. And it was very comfortable. It was beautiful.
No, it's nice. I think that's a tribute to all the guests who came because people just winged it. And everywhere I looked, people were mingling together and having a really good time. And that was the whole benefit of having this party. And that made all the work and the stress of having a party, looking around and seeing people happy in my driveway and talking together and mingling and just seeing people you love everywhere happy. It just made me really happy. It was really,
Excellent.
really worth it.
So you were able to enjoy it yourself.
Yes. I took the effort of having somebody to help us during the party. So I wasn't running around cleaning up and worrying about the food. And I feel like that really made a big difference. I used someone from Task Rabbit because I didn't really know what else to do. And that I think that worked out pretty well. She helped out. Normally I would have had my kids run around, like make sure they did everything, but just having her come for a couple hours and clean up during the party, that was very helpful.
And then your kids could enjoy as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw them, they look like they were having a good time. Well, I think you're really smart. The outsourcing is huge because I used to suffer from I wanted to do everything myself. I wanted to do all the cooking, I wanted to do all that, and that just takes days.
Yeah.
And friends would offer to help, but you didn't want your friends to be doing all the work while you're enjoying. So I think you're
Yeah.
really
Right.
smart to outsource,
Yeah.
especially for a party that big.
The thing is, I'm not really the cook.
Your husband Evan is. He's a great cook.
He's a great cook, and he is kind of a perfectionist, and he wants to do everything himself also. And normally, I'm the supporter in the party, and
Mhm.
that's another reason why we don't have parties is because I'm not the one who's going to be doing the cooking. And so then when Evan thinks about cooking as a perfectionist, he thinks, "Oh, this is going to be so hard, and I'm going to have to make so much." So we together. That's normally the reason why we don't have these parties because I think he gets overwhelmed because he wants to do everything himself. And
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. And I've
What if
had to work really hard to get him to accept having a caterer. He's like, I can do the paella for everybody. I'm like, no, please don't. Just enjoy yourself.
and having professional do it there with their huge equipment was entertaining for people. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I guess that was part of the reason when we did that is because I was worried what would people do in our driveway. I wanted to provide entertainment. I just felt like it was the most positive feedback for me and Evan, and especially for myself because it was a birthday party that I just felt so much love and support that was such a high. And I'm still riding from that high, actually. I feel like it will get me through the year because letting the opportunity for your friends to come together and you get to feel all their love and their energy, that was such a plus.
And I'm
So,
really
yeah.
glad to hear you're not saying, okay, I've done it. Now I'm good for 20 years. I'm really happy that's not the route you're going.
No,
How could you apply that to just, let's say you just have another couple over or three or four girlfriends over? Would you do a potluck? Because you know, I do those a lot and everybody wants to help. Would you ever just consider maybe Evan just does the main and have your friends bring all the sides?
well, maybe now that I've had a party that I feel like I've given something to my friends that I feel like maybe now I could, okay, have a potluck. But before, I feel like I have received too much that I felt uncomfortable having everyone bring everything. Food is such a big focus in parties. If there's no reason to get together like a book club or a party thing, do you think just having people come together and just having average food? I don't think people would like that much.
Oh, you don't? I don't think the food matters as much. I really don't.
Really?
No. We all want to nurture each other and make our best, but it doesn't need to be that way. Some of my fondest memories are when people just come over spur of the moment and we just pull something out of the fridge or we order from Cactus, have it delivered. And that's another way to start too, is just get takeout and ask people to look at the menu first and you're going to order it. Or I love the potluck thing. You do a main and then have other people bring something. You could have an appetizer party, like a tapas party or a pinchos where everybody just brings an appetizer, Spanish style or whatever theme you want to do. And then you just have little nibbles.
Well, if that was the case, did you have a theme where people were going to get together and just eat? Or did you have another theme along with that? Like, were you getting together to talk about something? What was the reason why you were getting together?
Oh, so you feel like you need to have a purpose. I see. Cause you're right. When we get together, we do Friendsgiving. I think it's just the reason just to get together and have dinner, just a small dinner party. I don't think there needs to be a birthday or a special occasion. It's just Sunday supper at Linda's. I think just getting together for any reason and have a brunch, have a coffee, meet in a park, have a potluck there. People love to be invited.
You're right. I feel like I always get excited because people don't invite people over very often. I feel like in my world, I don't get that many invitations. When you were younger, you would have invitations to parties on the weekends or Halloween parties or just people would have parties at their house. But I don't think that doesn't happen as much as I've gotten older.
Also, after COVID, too, a lot of people have not gotten back into the idea of casual, just having people over for no reason.
Yeah.
And your kids are older now and they've got their lives. And so you're not necessarily having parents of other kids over. It's just a different time in our life. And so we do need to put forth the effort. And it's so easy to stay home and just be cozy.
Yes.
But it's so much more fulfilling when we take little risks and invite people over for no reason.
I love that.
Now that you've gone through having your big party, what advice would you give to the hesitant host?
That having a party is much more fun than the fear is of having a party. I felt like I had a lot more reward actually doing the party than I did from the fear of actually pulling it all off and the stress. It seemed stressful, but it was all completely worth it. And I'm still charged up from that party, so still a plus. And I think it doesn't matter where you have your party, and people just really do want to be together, and that made me really happy.
That's great advice. And I'm so proud of you, Linda. You did it.
Thank you. I really do want to work on doing this more, and I feel like your ideas and the podcast have really helped me in the sense of thinking, okay, well, we could just do a potluck, a taco night, pizza night, or whatever. But finding reasons to get together is so important, and that's really the community that we're all striving for. I really value that. And thank you for being such a motivator. And I love your podcast.
Wow, Linda, thank you. We so appreciate your honest look at what it's like to keep working through hosting anxiety. Your story is such a great reminder that we don't have to love every step of entertaining to find meaning in it. Even one small effort, a shared meal, a few friends on the patio, or coffee around the kitchen table can make a big difference. That's it for today's episode. If you have any topic ideas, stories, or questions, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at hostwithconfidence@gmail.com. Until next time, happy hosting. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Host with Confidence podcast. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to help you along your hosting journey. Please remember that the key to hosting with confidence is all about embracing your unique style, having a plan, and enjoying the process alongside your guests. If you like this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite platform. Your feedback and support are greatly appreciated and helps us build a stronger community.
Cheers.